Today on the podcast, I have a really interesting study that was recently done. Essentially, they had AI chatbots and they tasked them to run a tech company. And essentially, in the course of this experiment, these chatbots essentially built software in under 7 minutes, and they did it for less than $1. So that's the headline, but let's break down what exactly happened here and why we think this has actually some pretty big implications for tech and what we're going to see in the future. So let's dive into it. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. In a groundbreaking new study, researchers have demonstrated that artificial intelligence can manage a software development company in a remarkably time-efficient and cost-effective manner. So this is actually something that was conducted by a collaborative team from, I believe, Brown's University and then also a couple other Chinese institutions. But the study developed AI chatbots, and this is all just, based on OpenAI's GPT 3.5 model. So not even GPT-4. I think that's important, right? And they did this to run a hypothetical software firm called ChatDev. And this comes on the heels of earlier research, which shows that AI agents can autonomously govern a virtual town. That's a whole nother thing, but kind of funny. And the other thing I want to say about this is they ran this whole thing on ChatGPT 3.5, which it's interesting, right? Obviously, I'm assuming they did that because it's free and GPT-4 is paid, but I really don't know why anyone in the entire universe wouldn't. If you're researchers, come on, Brown's University. If you're researchers looking into this kind of tech, why you wouldn't use GPT-4, which is obviously significantly superior. In my opinion, probably 30% better on its quality of responses. So I'll dive into the results of the study, but also know that if this was done with GPT-4, some of the results could have been better. But in any case, let's go into what exactly happened. So in this experiment, they had to, of course, run this tech software firm, and they were essentially adhering to the waterfall model, which is a linear sequential approach to software development. So the team partitioned ChatDev into 4 key phases. They had design, coding, testing, and documentation. So specific AI bots were assigned to roles such as CEO, CTO, programmer, and art designer, and each were informed by detailed prompts outlining their tasks and responsibilities. So once in their designated roles, the chatbots engaged in dialogue, made logical decisions, they even troubleshooted issues. And they did all of this with minimal human interference. So for instance, the CEO and I think the CTO bots were in charge of the design phase and deciding, on the programming language to be used. And the CTO suggested Python, saying that it, quote, its simplicity and readability makes it a popular choice for beginners and experienced developers alike. So it's kind of funny, right? Hearing what they're actually talking about. In any case, I think the study didn't just stop at one task. So across 70 distinct assignments, including a design of a basic Gomku game, also known as 5 in a row, ChatDev was able to complete each software development project in an average of less than 7 minutes. And they did that at a cost of under $1. So I think moreover, the software generated by this AI-powered operation was actually highly reliable, with about 86.66% of the systems running flawlessly, according to the researchers. So you'll hear this anecdote from a lot of people where they're like,
ChatGPT, like coders in particular, developers, I'm talking to you, calling you out. They'll be like, yeah, but like it's not perfect, and it makes mistakes, and you got to like debug it, and sometimes it's like not good. Yeah, okay, you're 100% right, but like 86% of the time, it's going to come up with good responses. Now, it's not going to be able to code everything for you every time. I've had this conversation with my CTO many times, but I will say he has ChatGPT open every single day, and he's using it to help him with coding problems and questions and brainstorming and ideas and all sorts of stuff. And it is very, very useful. So this is a quote from the study. It said, "Our experimental results demonstrate the efficiency and cost effectiveness of the automated software development process driven by ChatDev." Now, I will just put a little disclaimer. These probably were a lot more simple coding tasks, right? Making a 5-in-a-row game versus like, for example, what I'm currently working on, which is a really complex AI app building platform. That's a little bit more difficult, and there's only so many things that ChatGPT can help with. But in any case, I think while the research team was not available for immediate comment, their findings are making waves in the tech community. So, of course, this is not to say that the AI model is flawless. Like I mentioned, right, researchers did identify limitations such as occasional errors and biases in the language model, which could pose challenges in real-world applications, right? But I think despite these caveats, the findings are very promising, particularly for junior programmers and engineers looking for, automated solutions to expedite their workflow. And I think since its introduction, ChatGPT has been embraced across a bunch of different industries to enhance efficiency and productivity, and coders have found it especially useful. So Daniel Dippold, who is a programmer based in Berlin, and he's employed, or essentially he used ChatGPT to help in his apartment hunt, while employees at Amazon have used it for software development tasks. In any case, I think the study really kind of underlines the expanding capabilities of generative AI technologies like ChatGPT in performing specialized tasks. And I think this really kind of shows some of the ripple effects that this could have across different sectors. So I think kind of offers a glimpse into the future where AI is not really only augmenting human capabilities, but potentially reshaping entire workflows and industries. And when I say potentially reshaping entire workflows and industries, that's a nice way of saying like replacing humans at their job. And a lot of people are like, AI is never going to replace software engineers. But like, I don't know. In my opinion, it's going to replace software engineers. It's going to replace a lot of jobs. It's going to replace a lot of things. Like, you have to assume that this stuff only gets better and better. And if you look at the exponential improvement curve of AI right now, it is going a lot faster than the exponential improvement curve, perhaps, of us mere mortals, right? And I think it's actually kind of interesting because if you look at like high school test scores and like all sorts of things like over a long period of time, I believe like by and large in a analytical, statistical, perhaps perspective, like the overall human population is becoming quote unquote smarter. Smarter is definitely not the right word I would use for that, but like more knowledgeable on testable subjects, perhaps. I don't know if that's like the best way to say it. But anyways, the human race is becoming better at that. But if you look at the improvements in that, it's nowhere near the improvements that AI is seeing right now. And so anyone that says AI is not going to be capable of doing programming or a lot of different tasks, it will replace people in those tasks. We probably should prepare for it. So anyways, this is a really interesting thing. And I think this study kind of illustrates that. Definitely something we'll be following in the future.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.